Rolling up on 519 on this Wednesday morning. Here's a look at our temperatures, and we're going to get to our winter storm because that'll be the important thing here. But also, too, make sure that especially with the kiddos out and about, because the majority of the 4 states does have school today, make sure we limit that exposure out there because our wind chills right now, a whole bunch of single digits, if not negatives, throughout southeast Kansas and right along the Missouri-Kansas state line as well. Speaking of those schools, all you have to do is go to KOAMnewsnow.com. Complete list of your closings. We've got a handful of them right now as far as our public schools go. NEO A&M also canceled for today, as well as our lone college on the board so far. So here's where we stand with the little cloud cover working in from the southwest. Now, as we transition down to the Red River, here's what we've got bubbling up. And this is about a 6-hour loop that we're watching right here. And it's really growing as it works into southern Oklahoma. For those of you that are familiar with where Lawton, Oklahoma is, this has taken off in the past 5 minutes. That is freezing rain and sleet. And like I said, this is the last 5 minutes. If you would have looked at this 5 minutes ago, you saw an occasional flake. So when it rolls through and it gets here fast. And we'll just continue to update our Oklahoma travel cameras as we see this progress up to Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and then eventually us later this morning. Winter weather advisory for our counties in purple, and for the pink, that's a winter storm warning. You'll notice your expiration times there are not until Thursday night. That's right, Thursday night. And the winter storm warnings last all the way. You can track that storm just by looking at where those pink warnings are right there, coming out of Lawton, which we just took a look at, and then up toward us is the cold front now, just kind of making its way about halfway through Arkansas. But more importantly, let's concentrate on our snow and freezing rain, sleet, ice, the entire nine. Here we go. Get started about 9 is when we see it creep in from the southwest, and even though we get some intermittent breaks, it's going to stick around because of the cold temperatures, and it just keeps on bubbling up from the southwest, moving to the northeast in some form or fashion. Ice tracker, this is going to be the key factor right here. You'll notice it continues to grow in through Thursday, 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch along and south of I-44, more of a glaze there as you work up in the northern portion of the 4 states, and not much of a melt there until we get into Saturday, and really Sunday is going to be our best chance to actually begin to get some of this off the roads and the yards.